Hi you guys, I wanted to go ahead and do this video on this channel. One of the reasons why is because we're doing some behind the scenes stuff on G.I. Joe Fan 1976, my other channel. And I figured we could do videos on this channel which would allow us some time to do the things on the behind the scenes on the other channel. And if it turns out where we end up not having that stuff come to fruition, that's okay. This way though, we can have some videos that are different and be on this channel, and I'm going to do my best to be just as good as I try and be on G.I. Joe Fan 1976, but I'm still getting to know 12-inch high-end collectibles like the ones from Sideshow Collectibles and Hot Toys. I don't really have any plans to do anything on Hot Toys yet in this video or in this channel, but I do need to start treating them just as good, if not better, than my 3 3/4 inch figures, because most of the time this is a $100 figure or even higher. Because I already did sort of a G.I. Joe unboxing for Duke on the other one, but I haven't finished it yet. And I also did Cobra Commander, the Cobra Trooper, Storm Shadow, and the Cobra Throne. So that's quite a bit of money to spend if you're also a 3 3/4 inch collector as well. And then also with the income that I have. So I need to be a lot better with it with that. So with all that out of the way, I hope that I've explained pretty much why I wanted to come and do these videos on this side, and I hope that you'll enjoy them. I hope you guys will learn something, but I also hope that you'll be able to teach me something too. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. Before we go on and see if these are anything like real life stuff, before we get any help from anybody that wants to come by and comment, I did want to show them off and also kind of show the little features that they have that I'm able to pick up. Now the strap I don't really understand 100%. You would think maybe so it could be thrown around its back, but I'm not sure why it has kind of a loop and knot, but maybe somebody can tell me about that. And the other thing I noticed is that this right here, which I'm thinking is a light, is able to slide forward and backwards. So not sure exactly what the benefit of that would be. Then it looks like possibly just paint is put in there to make it look like it actually has a light or a lens. And then it has the folding stock, I'm going to assume, so that you can get a better grip on it. So this would be if you're actually holding it next to your shoulder, is what I'm going to say. And then maybe this is for more when you're leaned down or you have it over something. And then the other thing I noticed is it doesn't have a sliding out grip or ammunition clip or anything, as far as I can tell. Most of the time they do. Again, things can kind of break, so not really risking doing it right now, but maybe somebody can tell me if that will be safe or not. Then it's got this part here that slides back and forth. Again, not sure what that is, but maybe we'll figure it out while we're doing research. Then it has the two different scopes on it. So this one's able to go back and forth and also can slide, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe these are supposed to be one whole piece, I'm not sure. But then there's this scope here on top. And again, I'm not sure if it slides or not, so not gonna risk it. But both of them, I hope my camera will pick it up. If not, we'll do an edit so that it will pick up the light. But there is some paint detail in there on both of the scopes. Maybe you can see a little bit of it in this one. Okay, hopefully both of those is a good angle. You can see where it looks like there's a lens, but if I'm not mistaken, it's actually paint that they've put in there to give it that glossy look. this one here is definitely molded one piece, and I now can see that. So if that's the case, then the ammo clip on the other gun definitely does come out, because they're not meant for this one, but we will show you that. But it's got this kind of paint brush, kind of gray paint wash that's on it, so it's got kind of a rusted or worn look to it. It's kind of, I'm not sure how to really explain it, but the guns kind of feel possibly hollow, I don't know, but it's definitely a unique feeling to the gun. Almost kind of feels like wood. Maybe that's just me, but it really does. It feels kind of like the texture and everything on it is kind of feels like wood, but just like that other gun. Hopefully we can get the light to grab it. It's also got that painted detail in there to make it look like it actually has a lens. Here we have the knife, and it actually has this plastic right here that I'm assuming helps either clip on his, I'm gonna say, web gear, maybe his backpack that he comes with, but the knife does slide out. Looks very evil and menacing. And again, it still has that texture to it that again makes it feel, just doesn't feel like plastic. So maybe some other people that know the figures a little bit better can let us know what this stuff is actually made out of, because if it is plastic, it's just a very hard to describe feeling, because back here kind of feels like plastic, but the rest of it really doesn't. And I'm not sure what exactly this would be for, if anything. So another thing that we would definitely appreciate any help with if I'm not able to figure it out. Another accessory that we have to go with the Magpul Masada rifle is what some people would call a silencer, but right now maybe there actually is a difference, but they're calling this a sound suppressor, so that's what that is. So maybe a silencer only works on smaller pistols, but for a sound suppressor you would need that for a much larger gun with more firepower. So if anyone knows that, we'd definitely appreciate that. Now I hope that you guys forgive me, because all the things I really try to do for you guys, one of the things I just don't think I can pull myself or make myself to do is be brave enough to take apart the tactical rope coil. Just really think it might just be for looks. Plus, I don't know if I can re-achieve this knot looking thing right there, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. But it really does look like a big amount of rope, so I'm sure it is pretty long. Now the water bottles are pretty cool. You know, you could see him going out on patrol and being out in the desert, and definitely needs to stay hydrated. And you can see they actually put the detail right there, and we will get a closer look. But they even have the lid where it can actually come off. So that's really cool. I don't know what it is about the water bottles with Duke and here that make me so excited, but another thing to really make it worthwhile is they actually have it printed there with milliliter, so I'm hoping that's coming through on my camera. But then they have ounces there, so there's like 32 ounces in this. But just the amazing how they've got that great detail on there, and it's ever so small. So really great that they have that. And then they've also got here, so you don't get too much water spilling all over you. That's what I'm thinking that is for. So really great detail on these water bottles. Now they don't mention this on the package, but here's another grenade I'm going to say, and the first time I ever saw these grenades, I believe, is with the Sigma 6 8-inch Duke. Is the first time I ever saw these. So the idea, at least on there, when it was Sigma 6, was that you pulled this part, and that's what actually made it live, and the color actually changed on the Sigma 6 Duke. But here they actually have a pin, so it'll be interesting finding out why this grenade is better than the other grenades that they show. Or maybe this is just the more updated one that we use now, and the other ones are just there for the look of the Viper to give it that classic look. But he does come with this one here and another one right here. So the goggles that he comes with, at first I was thinking they could have been a little bit better, but before we get into that, I will say that they really do feel good. They are flexible, like I would expect real life goggles to be. They've got this great strap here that is adjustable, and that's one great thing. I mean, yeah, playing with dolls, maybe you could say something about that, but just the idea that this is pretty close to real life. You know, it realistically moves and looks pretty accurate to real life stuff. Just the idea that it can be used. And I was originally going to say that I didn't like that they're painted, I'm assuming, but now that I thought about it a little bit better, I guess it does make sense. The goggles probably are not just meant for eye protection, but maybe they actually have some sunglass type anti-glare to them, so that does make sense. And the other thing that's great is you can get the Viper exclusive look that we're used to growing up for all the different versions, up until I think maybe the 1994 one. But the other great thing is if you do have the exclusive, you can use this on that head too, so it does make sense. 2 times, twofold why he would want to have these goggles. So here we have the VM Striker ball grenades. You can actually see that they've actually put that name on the grenades. I think this is, again, for that classic Viper look that we're used to. And he does come with 2 of them. So there's there. Now that I know that PMag magazines are meant to come out of the Magpul Masada rifle, I'm a little bit more confident with pulling them out. I did pre-do it just in case, because maybe even now it will still be kind of stiff to get out. So do the little rocking motion and get it out. And it does have the bullet painted there, which is something that we're used to with these higher end figures. They do usually paint the bullets, and that's the same for all of them. And just slide it back in. There we go. Good thing I said that I didn't want Dave to get his hopes up, because I did think these were chrome painted, but maybe it's more that it's just a glossy paint to them. Now I did see that someone is calling these glow sticks, so it is kind of interesting that they went for this red glossy paint color to these, if they are really glow sticks. I'm wondering if they are something different, but maybe that's what they are. So if anyone knows for sure or wants to give another idea of what they could be, definitely looking forward to that. But there is this one here, and then you also get the other 2 here. So for this set of looking at the weapons, we're going to go ahead and end here with looking at these. This is one of the sets of hands that he comes with, and it's got the ball jointed, so it's kind of got a half ball on this side and a half ball on that side, and that way you get this articulation, but then you also get the twisting articulation. And I'm going to say this one looks like it's meant to hold the gun, maybe possibly the knife, and then this one looks like it's meant to hold the barrel of a gun, so maybe both are actually for the gun. Hold this with one hand and then put that underneath the barrel, so be interesting to find that out.